feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm Brad Berger, along with my co-host Dan Whedon, and our guest today is Pat Larsen with ZenLedger. We just had an intriguing and fun conversation with Pat. To listen to the entire podcast, visit seattle.shrimptankpodcast.com or through iHeartRadio. You can still subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. We are always interested in your feedback, so please do not forget to rate us. So, Pat, for those individuals who may not be familiar with cryptocurrency, can you give a brief description of what that is, as well as why would somebody need ZenLedger?
Sure. So cryptocurrency is a new asset class. So you're used to having digital dollars in your bank account, and you're used to sending them around, and now you can send them on the internet or on your phone. So cryptocurrencies are the same thing. They're just a little more protected from a security standpoint, and they also can behave like a stock, like you own a portion of Tesla or a portion of General Electric. And so new cryptocurrency companies come up for stuff like that. What ZenLedger does is we help individual investors and accountants with their cryptocurrency accounting and tax filings. So if you're interested in cryptocurrency, then you probably buy it through Coinbase, and then you move it to another exchange overseas and then into your wallet, and you buy a bunch of different tokens, and that becomes a messy accounting headache, and we will track that for you and fill out your taxes for you.
So, Pat, from a business standpoint, I know that my company, I can take cash, I know how to accept checks, credit cards, even Venmo, things like that. If somebody said, hey, Dan, we want to pay you in some cryptocurrency, I'd say, great, but how? How do you see in the future businesses being able to accept cryptocurrency as a rate of exchange?
Yeah, sure. 30 years ago, there were a number of retail outlets where you could use your credit card, and then there were a bunch that would accept only cash, right? And then even today, you'll have some that'll accept Visa, but not American Express. And there are starting to be some businesses that'll accept cryptocurrency, usually Bitcoin as payment, and I think you'll just see that continue to grow. It'll be something like Apple Pay or Samsung Pay, where you'll just take a QR code on your phone, you'll scan it, and the retailer will just swap cryptocurrency to end that transaction.
So, Pat, I know you have a military background, Air Force Academy graduate, a Navy helicopter search and rescue pilot. You've taken a lot of those skill and training and leadership capabilities. You've brought that into the business world. This is not your first startup. It's your fourth startup. And for our entrepreneurs out there that have a great idea and they're thinking about a startup, what are some key things that they need to know?
Yeah, first I would say get really smart on what you think you want to do, flesh it out. You don't have to write a business plan, but talk to the smart people who know how to found businesses or are industry experts there, and make sure you really understand the business model, what you can charge, who your customer would be, who are the intermediaries, how do you go to market. Really flesh out the plan, and then if you need to identify holes, build a team around that.
Well, we want to thank Pat for joining us today. How can our listeners get in touch with you?
Yeah, just go to our website at zenledger.io. You can email us at hello@zenledger.io or find us on Twitter at zenledger.io.
Well, once again, this is just a taste of what you can expect by listening to the entire podcast. Visit seattle.shrimptankpodcast.com or listen to us on iHeartRadio. You can also subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. We'd love to hear from you, and please do not forget to rate us.
Well, we want you to join us back in the tank on Wednesday, February 27th. And for now, the hay is in the barn.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp